Hey, Chris, hope all is well with you. What type of challenges do you see this Dallas offensive line that you all are going to be facing this Sunday? I know you got everybody back healthy on the defensive line, but what kind of challenges do they present that you might not have probably faced this type of quality of an offensive line since the Cleveland Browns?
Dan, pleasure to speak to you, my friend. They're definitely one of the better groups that we will see this year. They do a very good job of protecting Dak. They mesh very well. A couple all pros on that line, and they work well together. They got a veteran quarterback who is playing lights out. Completes 70% of his passes, and they're the main reason for that, for protecting him and making sure he has a clear pocket.
Go next to Sam McDowell. Go, Sam.
Hey, Chris, what's up, man? Can you sort of walk us through what your weekly preparation is like now that you're learning multiple spots on the defensive line? Not, I guess, learning, but at least learning the game plan each week. Can you kind of walk us through what the process is like for you during the week?
Well, just same as every other week, just studying, getting a game plan, making sure I know both defensive end and the defensive tackle schemes of the defense, and trying to mentally prepare myself for a physical game, man.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Chris, similar question. We had talked to you about being on the edge during the preseason and right now, I mean, you're obviously a true hybrid. How seamless is that for you in game, going inside and outside, and then sometimes coming back and whatnot?
I think it gives versatility to this defensive line. We got a lot of guys that can play different gaps in different areas on this defensive line, and I just do my 111, man. It's like a chess match, week in and week out. Putting me in the best place so I can set up this defense to win.
All right, final four. We'll go right down the line, starting with Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Chris. Chiefs have had three of their best pass rush games the last 3 weeks. Just wondering why you feel like the pass rush all of a sudden seems to be coming alive in recent games.
One part of everyone is getting healthy, getting our legs under us, and coming together as a group, staying after practice, making sure we're doing drills. I think it's more so of the players committing to one another, making sure that we get the best out of one another, and Spags dialing up schemes in place where we can get one-on-ones, and that's what we harp ourselves on, winning one-on-ones.
Let's go next to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Chris, you mentioned about getting healthy, and you told us a couple of weeks ago with the wrist, you probably won't be 100% this season. But I'm just curious, how are you feeling in that regard? And, how are you planning on using the bye week to kind of refresh yourself?
Right now, I haven't even thought about the bye week, but I'll take it day to day. I get treatment, do what I got to do to make sure that I can play my best ability on Sunday. I'm good enough to play, and that's where I'm at with it.
Last two, Harold and then Nate. Go ahead, Harold.
Hey, Chris, hope you're doing well. When it comes to this team talking about swagger throughout the week, and especially after the Raiders' performance, what is that characteristic like for the team? Because you guys have always been a cheery group. You're always dancing in practice. What was it like for you to try to finally bring that back into the mold, and how much performances like that when against the Raiders help you guys going forward to be the defense that you can be?
I think it's more so building our chemistry back as a defense. Everyone finally getting to play together. It went multiple weeks. Me and Frank wasn't able to play together. And when he was healthy, I was unhealthy. And bringing Melvin Ingram in, who is a solidified pass rusher, a veteran pass rusher who can contribute to this defense. And I think meshing together and playing Chiefs football. Our swagger is who we are. Coach Reed preach, letting your personality show on the field, and we got a big personalities on the defense. We got a lot of guys who have big personalities. So I think letting that show, playing your football, playing with a lot of excitement, a lot of personality, and fueling off the crowd.
We'll go last to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Good afternoon, Chris. I kind of wanted to build off of what Pete and Sam mentioned earlier. In the middle of the game, how much freedom or ownership do you have in terms of telling Spags if you feel better on one side, maybe in the edge versus the inside, and how much does that change where you're playing, perhaps in the third quarter, fourth quarter, if you get a feel for how one matchup is going, and obviously just sharing that with the coaching staff?
Well, me and staff communicate throughout the game. How's it going? What do I feel? Where do I feel more comfortable at? So we keep a great line of communication throughout the game to make adjustments for a halftime or third or fourth quarter. So our relationship on that part is very good. I think we do a very good job on communicating on how I feel, where I feel best at, and where I feel like I can exceed at during this game or, the rest of the game.
Chris, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys.